Action, try to get him on the edges and make it happen.
Straight ahead, it is Neal, and he is in. Touchdown.
Center, 4th down. The handoff to Neal. He'll get into the end zone. It looks flanking Jason Bean in the gun. And Neal's going to get an opportunity here, and he breaks it free to midfield. It's a foot race. 40, 30, 20, and knocked out of bounds inside the 15.
1st and goal. Well, there's the touchdown. Devin Neal doing the honors. They run it again. Nice move outside. Neal on the move. Neal ready to deal and pushed out of bounds to the 25. Neal, touchdown Jayhawks. He's in. No doubt. And a big-time response.
On 2nd and goal, Neal towards the goal line for the Kansas touchdown. Cardell in motion, KU 7 of 8 on 3rd down. The screen pass, wide open is Neal. 1st down Kansas. Neal towards the pylon. Touchdown. The horn showing pressure. Off the edge they come. Neal runs right past it. Big gainer for KU. Devin Neal in the plus territory. And there he goes. On 2nd down, Neal straight ahead. End zone touchdown. Lassiter in motion. Handoff, Neal. And they'll call it a touchdown, the late signal.
1st and goal, Neal. Into the end zone. Kansas takes the lead.
First red zone opportunity for Kansas. Neal shakes one, and there it goes. Touchdown, Kansas. Kansas and Tennessee Tech here in Lawrence. Oh, look at this run from Devin Neal. There goes Devin Neal. Touchdown, Kansas.
It was direct snap to Devin Neal. He bobbled it and found his way in anyway. Daniels quick to let it fly to Devin Neal. Touchdown, KU. Devin Neal twisting, turning into the end zone. Devin Neal.
% of the 3rd downs.
Speed option.
Yep. And he'll pitch it out to Neal. Neal down the sideline. Neal puts his shoulder down and brought down inside the 5.
Any favors?
It's hard to see who's who. Handoff left side, big hole. Touchdown, Kansas. Neal gets the ball, big hole, left side. Devin Neal cuts it inside. Nice move to the 40, to the 35. Still on his feet. Inside the 20, a huge run from Devin.
Back in the pistol. The give is to Neal up the gut. And Kansas has its first touchdown of the game.
2 backs now, Lachlan and Neal.
Nice.
Here goes Neal. It's all about Neal. Touchdown, Kansas. Here he goes again. Number 4. Another spin.
Doing some games, and I think I was just told we're 23-0.
Yes.
When you've done games.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So we're hopeful. Here we go right here.
Devin Neal taking it close to the house.
I think we do agree on some things.
Yes, we do.
We do, but as we watched number 4, we agree
he's good. How good is Devin Neal?
Now they need to score points and catch up to the Red Raiders. Back to Devin Neal, who has become more productive as this game goes on. Devin Neal, the mayor of Lawrence.
Harder at this moment. Quick pitch to Neal. Look out. Devin Neal, touchdown. That happened to Ohio State a number of times today.
Nice.
Neal, touchdown, Jayhawks.
Up next week against Illinois, so potentially saving him. Neal with a nice cut. Here goes Devin Neal.
There it
for
is.
the first time. Stays on his feet, and he is gone to open the 2023 season for Kansas. 4th and 5. Bean, plenty of time. Flushed a little bit toward the sideline. It's close. Touchdown, Devin Neal.
Bean is lined up as a receiver. It's a handoff. It's Neal. It's a touchdown for Kansas.
Daniels. It's that simple. He's the best player on the field, hands down.
This guy's pretty good too. Devin Neal, first play, third quarter, finally tracked down from behind.
And it's Neal straight ahead, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas. That Daniels throws back across. That's Neal with the catch. And Neal scampers inside the 30, still on his feet. And Neal's 5, and Neal leaps, and he's out of bounds at the 1. Neal leaps, and he's in. The lunge got him in. And Neal breaks a tackle. Back on his feet. Back in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Out of halftime with over 140 yards on the ground and then some. A lot more. Devin Neal. Wow. Blinding speed. Touchdown. A minute to go. 2 timeouts for Oklahoma. Kansas with Neal. Touchdown.
Neal in the backfield for the Jayhawks. Neal left side. Edge. Touchdown. Now Kansas strikes first. Neal up the middle and in this time for a touchdown for the Jayhawks.
He's got a pick. Now he's got that sack. Option, left side. Neal gets it back and then some. Look at him go. Devin Neal, touchdown.
Casey, one of the tight ends in motion. 11th play of the drive. And it will be Neal. Stutter step from Neal. Slips a tackle down the sideline. Touchdown, Kansas.
Question.
Laughlin again. Wildcat snap. Option pitch. Neal with running room to the corner. Got it. Touchdown, Kansas. And the Jayhawks have the lead.
Third string guy playing great.
Option pitch. Neal has another score.
2nd and 7. Handoff is to Neal. Trying to find the corner. Touchdown, Kansas. 2nd and 10. Direct snap for Devin Neal. Gets through that hole. Makes another cut. And he is in there.
Bean out of the pistol. Neal right up the gut. The push towards the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas.
They will go right up the gut with it, practically untouched. Devin Neal. They pitch it to the short side. Look at the patience, and now the explosion. One man to beat. Neal with a cut. The last line of defense. In. 1st and goal. They hand it off, and for the 2nd time in this opening half, untouched for 6.
And it's Neal. Neal, touchdown.
Neal. No doubt. Jayhawks find pay dirt again.
From the 31 of Arizona State. Neal to the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
Neal now in the Wildcat. He's going to keep it. Probe, look and get into the end zone. Touchdown. Devin here in Kansas City after Cougars turned it over on downs, and there he's off to the races. Devin Neal able to get wrapped up and eventually caught.
There's a big reason he's back here on the field today, guys.
And here's Neal trying to get into the end zone and does so for a 2nd time.
The field goal department. Devin Neal wants the end zone. Devin Neal, did he get there? He did. What coaching staffs that have faced off a lot over the years, and here is Neal. First carry of the game is the record setter. Are deploying to. Now he's going to run the option, and he's going to give it up to Neal, who gets a block from Casey and cuts it in for the Jayhawks touchdown. 11th play of the drive. Back to the ground and back into the end zone where he belongs.
Neal again stays on his feet. Touchdown, Kansas.
Possession game. Out of the backfield, it's Neal. Catch and run for Devin Neal. Oh boy, there he goes. The local kid from Lawrence scores first. Boy, are they ever. Neal, a walk-in! Points in his Kansas career. Now Neal is back there himself, and he's going to go down the sideline. Another big play. Man. So here is Neal doubling back. Devin Neal, first down and more. Grimm got in the way. Shot.
Trust us, he got home.
One more time. Neal rams in, touchdown. 3rd and goal. Neal is in, touchdown. 4 times to the house, Devin Neal.
Watch out also for Jalen Daniels.
And of course, they give it to their key man in the backfield, Devin Neal. He needed one, and he's going to get much more than that. Neal, stretch play, got it. First down, touchdown, but there's a marker down.